step. Regrets. Protect your soul. Heroes tonight. Sky. All right, we're gonna leave it there. Night, yeah, we are heroes tonight. Feels like it's been a while. I've been lying from town to town, from London to Saigon. I've been all around the world trying to protect your soul. Heroes tonight of the sky. All right. Night, yeah, we are heroes tonight. All right, let's see if we got making ourselves at home here. Welcome. All right. Well, it looks like we have a few people that are joining us. I want to thank you for being here tonight over the next 30-40 minutes. Let me read the official statement, the official uh, starting point. Okay? Welcome to another interactive solutions and answers broadcast with the world's number one problem gambling annihilator, your breakthrough coach, Santos Jr., Stockton, California. I welcome you to the broadcast tonight. It feels like it's been a while. Well, I've got some good news. We may be doing another live broadcast on Thursday. I'm going to test that to see how it goes. And we might just open that up. So it'll be Thursdays and Sundays. We'll see how that goes. Again, I want to welcome you from around the world, wherever you may be. I hope that you've had a wonderful Sunday today. I hope that you've had a wonderful weekend, a weekend of recovery, a weekend of remodeling, maybe, if you will. All right, let's get into this here. I will be taking on questions tonight. I will be sharing a proverb also, and definitely want to interact with those of you that want to interact with me. And we'll take it from there. All right, let's get rid of that thing. Hope the music in the background is doing okay. All right, Jim, welcome. And there's a few others that are watching. Rich, welcome to the broadcast. Unearthed the Metal X. Made it to day 9. Thank you, my friend. You're welcome. I'm glad that you made it to day 9. You got to make it to day 10, day 11, day 12, and keep going from there. All right, it looks like this program we might end up cutting it short, depending on the activity that I get. 30 minutes, 45 minutes is the tops I'm going to be doing these programs. We're not going to go beyond 45 minutes. I want to read a proverb to us. I believe it's encouraging for us to read a proverb every single day. There's a lot here. There's a lot here when it comes to feeding your spirit, feeding your soul, feeding your mind, becoming stronger, becoming more of the person that you need to become. Yes, more of the person that you need to become. Would you like to become more of the person that you need to become? That sounds like a good question, right? Would you like to become more of the person that you need to become? Now, let me think about that one. All right. This is Psalm 86. It says, rejoice. It says, for thou, Lord, art good and ready to forgive, and plenteous in mercy unto all them that call upon thee. Give ear, O Lord, unto my prayer, and attend to the voice of my supplications. In the day of my trouble, I will call upon thee, for thou wilt answer me. How about now? Should we be praying? Should we be seeking? Should we be asking? Should we be knocking? We forget that God, the master of the universe, can pick up our thoughts. I remember Harold, one of my teachers, sharing that. He says, you don't need to verbally pray out loud for the master, for the creator to listen to hear your prayers. He picks up on your thoughts. So be careful what you think about. All right. We've got that out of the way. I'm still hoping to get some more ideas for the program. Unearth the Metal says, yes, I want to grow spiritually. Panzer, welcome. Good evening. Yes, still looking for a couple more ideas. I haven't had much input. Maybe I haven't really pushed the issue or the fun or the practice or the ritual. I'm looking for at least 2 ideas that we can implement into the program on Sundays. Ideas, solutions, something that we can do. I'm thinking about just maybe doing some reading. I was going to mention this. We just got I finally got my copy. Finally got my copy of the 15-minute mornings Breakfast of Champions book we've been working on for about a year now. Now it's just a little book, and it's just a little ritual book, mornings, and it's on. I believe it's on Amazon. Um, if you're interested in supporting the mission, you can get a copy. You can ask me about it. So I'm grateful for that. We got some projects out of the way, neat stuff that needed to be done. So, my friend, if you have an idea, share it. If you have an idea, something that you think could help Sundays, or like I said, I probably will be going on, as it says there, on Thursday, 7 p.m. All right, let me see what you guys got here. Time is going by very quickly. Today was a challenging day. 3,000s of Dogecoin crypto profits slipped through my fingers. Truly devastating. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I heard about Dogecoin, and I've been really keeping an eye on the cryptos. In fact, I sold um, a lot of my crypto. I'm keeping it to low numbers. 25 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks. I'm not doing anything big, but Bitcoin is going up, so that's for sure. And the cryptos will go down, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. They'll go down and then they'll go back up. That's just the nature of the game. All right, Panzer, if you have a question, please feel free to ask. Doesn't matter what your question is. Challenge me. I'm open to anything here on this program. This program is an international program, solutions and answers. We can't get solutions and answers unless we ask a question. We must ask. So that's why I'm here. Hopefully I can help you out in some way. All right. Okay. We got that live broadcast Sundays and new day possible Thursday. See what happens. All right. The next banner is, if you want to stay in touch with me, Soldiers of Self-Mastery. There it is. All right. Okay. Get back to the comments. Yes, Jim, it's and the thing about the what's happening today is, more people are going online to make money because of the challenges that we're having, and of course the Democrats are already opening up certain states pretty quickly. I keep saying no. Yes, they are opening up states. Nevertheless, a lot of damage has been done, and we need to figure out ways of how to. We need to figure out ways on how to combat. What if this happens again? What if this thing happens again in a different form of what we're going through? Will your business survive? Will your job survive? Depending on the government, depending on the employment and all that stuff, it's there, right? We can't. I mean, if you work for it, you might as well accept it. But here's the thing: it's not going to be coming in forever, and it would be a good thing to build, create income from home. A lot of people are turning to the internet. I do offer options. I do have options for anyone that's interested in wanting to build a home-based business, completely free, nothing out of pocket, no money out of pocket. We're talking about an international business. So I have opportunities to offer anyone that would be committed to working and learning, education, training, because you can't build a business unless you're willing to be educated, trained, and you have to be willing to pay it forward also. You cannot build a business if you're not willing to pay it forward. You got to be willing to pay it forward. That's a real business. That's a service. That's value. What does that really mean, to pay it forward? Have a business? Does it mean to give everything for free? No, we have to do surgery. We have to be able to dissect and analyze the direction of value, of pouring value into other people. That's where the money's made. If you want to make big money, if you want to be rich in the world, rich, I'm talking about rich. I'm not saying that you should aspire for this, but if this is what you want, You have to find ways. You have to analyze and you have to dissect. It's a, I don't know, a nucleus, if you will, a nucleus that you have to create in order to bring something to the world. It has to be deep. It has to be you. It has to be something from you. Now, you can sell other people's products. You can do that. A lot of people do. I don't like doing that because sometimes that fails big time. It hurts me. If I'm sharing my service, what I produce, right? If I grow in my backyard all kinds of crops and I tend to that garden and fruits and vegetables and all, and I grow that thing and I sell and I know what I'm giving out. I know what I'm sharing. Hopefully I'm making sense to somebody here. If you want a business, if you want to generate more income, or whatever it might be that you want to do, actually, we're talking about a little bit of money here because we all need more money. We all need more money, and there's ways to generate income. There's a lot of ways to. In fact, there's so many ways to make money that it's almost confusing. It's like we have a smorgasbord of choices and we don't know what to choose. All right. Rich Sapani, Santos, speak about greed and fear. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. 17 minutes into the broadcast already. We're going to get into that, Jim. Let me see. Greed and fear. That's a good one. Rich says, approaching age 50 this year. Lots of remorse about past gambling defeats. Lots of would and could. You know, the would haves and the could haves and the should haves, right? And I like what Anthony Robbins said in one of his meetings. He said, we should all over ourselves all the time. He says it faster. We should all over ourselves all the time. You know, we should all over ourselves all the time, right? Should. I didn't say shit. I said should, but it sounds like, and yes, and it ties into what Jim is saying here too, about greed and fear. What Rich is sharing here ties in. I'm gonna bring that in here in a minute. So I'm glad that you brought that up. Uh, but the thing, I tend to dwell on my mistakes. That's the way. Any suggestions on thinking switch? Well, let's talk about this thing about greed and fear. Again, greed and fear. Fear is not going to go away. Neither is greed. We have to contend with both of them. But the focus. Let me see. What is it that I want to say here about greed and fear? Well, number one, we have to defeat greed in our own individual life. That's what I would say about greed and fear. We need to work through fear. I think we got them confused. Maybe we're trying to defeat fear and work through greed, but what we need to do is just more or less destroy greed. And of course, even greed can be a positive thing too, if you think about it, right? Greed can be a positive thing if you're being greedy for the right reasons. If you're being greedy to help a group of people, now we have to be careful here. I don't want to get into semantics here because, again, there's two sides to every coin. There's always going to be a positive and a negative, and we have to work through both. We have to work through the positives like a car battery. Car battery has to work with both. The human body has to work with both, positive and negative. The human mind has to work with both, positive thoughts and negative thoughts, even though you can guide more of your thoughts into the positive. You can. You can guide your thoughts. It's a process, something I talk about in the little book, 15-minute mornings. Mornings are best. Would you agree with me that mornings are best to prepare for yourself, prepare for the day, prepare for your job, prepare for your business, prepare for your relationships, early in the morning. Late at night, everything seems to calm down, die down a little bit, but you're kind of tired. You're in the morning, you're tired too if you didn't get a good night's rest. It's always better though, because if you have to get up and go in the morning, it's always good to spend 15, 20 minutes preparing your brain, preparing your subconscious, because that's where the struggle is. Let me see. Your conscious mind is working right now. Your subconscious mind will begin to work more after we leave this broadcast. So right now, if we're focused, we can almost, if we're focused, we can tap into the subconscious, possibly, because that's where the change needs to take place. When you get into when you get inside your subconscious, you'll create change. Your fear, you'll be able to work through fear easily. You'll be able to manhandle greed. You'll see greed. You'll see it. It'll be like a neon light, and you'll notice it more. Not going to go away completely. It won't go away but you'll be able to guide it, and you'll be able to more or less control yourself. Hopefully that makes some sense. Yeah. Is greed based upon fearful? It is. Greed is based upon fearful and not having enough. I mean, greed can mean a lot of things to greed can mean several things to all of us in the if we look at ourselves individually, right? I have greed in my life. There's a certain type of greed that I have, and you have a certain type of greed. Well, is that greed helping you or harming you? If it's not helping you, well, then you have to challenge it. Challenge that habit. Challenge it now before it grows deeper. We've got habits that should have been challenged at age 12. But unfortunately, we weren't conscious aware of how we were being trained by our parents or their friends or somebody at school or the teachers at school. When you're a child, you're not really consciously aware of these things. You're not really till you become an adult. You begin to see all this crap in your life. It's like we're a tree and we're growing, but then the branches start to, the branches begin to stem out, and the leaves start to come out. You ever see a tree with nice leaves? Man, you really enjoy that, huh? Then you look at another tree, maybe close by it, and it's all dead. The branches are all icky and stuff, Some folk might see their life just like that tree. We can turn it around as long as we're alive, as long as we're breathing. I believe by the grace of God, we can turn it around. We should be able to turn it around. If we're not turning it around, something's wrong. Why aren't we turning it around? Maybe we don't want to turn it around, right? Maybe we don't care. I don't care. Just, it is what it is. Laura, welcome. All right, we are coming close to the 30-minute mark. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I figure the casino, right? It's an escape. It's dirty laundry is what it is. You go to the casino, you play. You work hard for your money. You work really hard for your money. Nobody knows how hard you work but you. And then you go into the casino and you lose money. You lose it to the machines. Somebody else wins your money. Or you're paying the bills for the casino. You're paying the president, the owner. You're paying some of the staff. Every little bit of your money goes towards the staff, like 50 cents here, 50 cents there, a dollar here. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Sorry about the Dogecoin. By the way, happy birthday, Rich, if I don't catch you on that 50. Yeah, I'll be hitting 55 this year. 55 saves lives. Well, we've had a small group this evening. I'm grateful for that. We've had a few questions. We've had some share. Um, Laura, hey Mark, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah. Uh, the difference between the casino and the stock market is my life that will come back. Well, there's a difference between the stock market and the casino. One is you're walking into it blindly. That's the difference. At least one. And people say, well, it is a form of gambling. Anytime that you invest in stocks or you put money in the bank, if you have money in a bank account, you're gambling with your money, whether you recognize it or not. It's a gamble. It's a little bit of a smarter gamble, but it is. There's groups of people all around the world that go to their banks and find that their money's gone. It happened not too long ago. I think it was in Italy, or they had long lines. And so here's the thing: you have to be smart about what you're doing. How do you be smart? Write things down. Put it down on paper. Use a pen. Use a pen and paper. Wow, that's pretty good. See that? I'm doing magic. Look at that. Magic. Right? You analyze, you execute. We have been so conditioned to believe that all of these things are so difficult for us. That's how messed up we are. We've been conditioned to disbelieve in ourselves. We've been conditioned to trust others above us, those that are in power. And we're being fed all kinds of propaganda through the media, and we're not ourselves anymore. We need to get back to ourselves. We need to get back to finding out who we are and what we really want in life, and quit allowing these people and family and even children, even your children sometimes, sadly, that's the truth. Even your children will be a thorn in your side. And sometimes you just have to look past it. It's almost like being cold sometimes. You're not cold. You can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. You can't do things for others that don't want. Yeah, GameStop. I don't know about GameStop. Some people made money. I don't really know too much about what happened there. I guess there was some form of deception, or I don't know. Somebody were in on it, but I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, not too sure about that one. Laura says I don't miss the casino. Well, Laura, I know I believe you drive a truck. You have a you're driving. That's a very big temptation for truckers, is these casinos, because you're driving past a lot of them, and you have to be strong. If you're not strong, like I said, you're going to end up getting taken down. Uh, we don't ever think about losing everything. We don't ever really think about, or we don't want to think about losing everything. But if you're gambling and you're having problems, or you've got something else that's a problem and is robbing you of your money or your peace of your time, little by little, it may not seem big, might seem like, well, yeah, this is bothering me a little bit. It's kind of insignificant, and you keep doing it. It's like the tap. I remember hearing Claude Bristol. It's like the tap, tap, tap on a nail head, and you're driving that nail head. Eventually, that's going to hit those little taps. So I come to the conclusion, and this is my call to action here on the broadcast, because we're going to be here for just a little bit longer. We've entered into the we've entered into this new year, and I have to ask you. This is my call to action. I have to ask you: Are you analyzing? Are you analyzing what you've brought into the new year? Are you analyzing it? Have you analyzed it, or are you just taking it for granted that you're in a new year and you're just going to keep going forward and everything is cool? You know, there's no, I don't need to look at anything. I don't really need to look at my life. Most people are in that, they're in that little boat sailing down the river, not looking. Natalia Donis, hi. Good to see you. We are gonna be here for we at 45. Let me see, 31 minutes, 45-minute broadcast. So we've got a few minutes left. If you want to ask me a question, feel free to ask me. We will be there will be emails going out this week. Several emails we share. I do my best to share something positive, something motivational, something inspiring with you. We will be putting out a few videos, and as I mentioned, the new book is out. 15-minute mornings, Breakfast of Champions. I have my wife reading it. I just got it. It took us like 2 to 3 weeks to get the copies. The remarkable thing about asking great questions during your 15-minute mornings is that it can help you keep track of your progress, develop new ways to do things better and more effectively, and you don't have to stop there. You can create your own list of questions. There are more great questions out there, such as: Are you taking enough action? What are you really grateful for today? And so many more. Now, if you're still wondering how the mirror talk ties in, you probably know where I am heading with this. But if you don't, no worries. I'll spell it out for you. Anyways, that's the 15-minute mornings. Jim. All right. Yep. Jim says, hey, Santos, just dropping in. I got the Little Red Book delivered today. Wow. Thank you for supporting the mission, Jim. Please, my friends, I really need your help. I'm not going to ask you for money, so pay attention here. If you purchase my book from Amazon or Kindle or on Barnes and Nobles, please leave a comment. I really need, I mean, I get people buy books, but nobody's leaving comments. I'm thinking, well, either it was good or it was bad. And I don't care if it was a bad comment, if something negative, because it'll help me learn. But I need your help. You know, this is a big mission. This is a big, what I'm doing is huge. It's bigger than me. I'm like a one-man show here, honestly. And I really need people to help, support, man. Comment, share. Listen, there's young people that are drowning. Young people, teenagers that are stuck on the apps, gaming apps, and they're gonna fall prey to gambling. And some of those youth might be part of your family. It might be your children. I know I'm doing my best with my children are already grown up, but that's what I'm here for. So we create these books, we get them around, and if I can send a book to somebody for free, I'll do that. If I can do that. I can't do a bunch of them, but I can do that, help out. And of course, this broadcast, if you can invite somebody, you have somebody that's struggling, maybe they want to ask questions. They don't have to show themselves on this broadcast. They can hide, behind the screen if they want to. They can ask questions. They can be a part of this program and be support. This is a tribe. This is a community. This isn't just a Friday night international solutions and live program. We are community. I'm here to help you. Listen, I'm in the same challenges. I've got multiple businesses that I'm constructing. Multiple businesses or business streams. I can't work a regular job anymore. My back is. I remember Mike Tyson said this. One of his boxing matches. He was. He said my back is broke. He said my back is broke. Well, unfortunately, my back is not broke, but it doesn't serve me well to do a regular job out there. So I'm forced to work from home. I'm forced to do sales, whatever I can do. I can't dig ditches. I can't be bending over, driving long distances too much anymore. I'm challenged, my friends. So I'm asking you to support my mission as I support you. I want to reach the older people. I want to reach young people. I do offer one-on-one coaching. That is to help those that want to achieve goals, that are struggling with goals. They can't achieve them on their own anymore. They need somebody that's dependable, somebody that has integrity, somebody that has a focus, somebody that knows where he's going or she's going. That's a coach. I do offer those services. And we can, I'm not, again, if you have a need in your life and you need a coach, if you need a coach, if you really need a coach, you know you need a coach, send me a message. Let's talk about it and see what we can work out. Money's not the issue. It's not the issue. Is not the investment. That's not the issue. The issue is the challenge of the time and the investment. And are you serious enough to do the little bit that you need to do in order to achieve? And of course, I'm going to be there to guide you along. I'm going to inspire you, my best, every session that we have. It's a little bit of a different scenario than, but we dig deep. All right, 37 minutes. I do appreciate. Listen again. I'm looking for solutions. If you have an idea what can help make this program better, we're coming close to 6-7 minutes left here. If you have an idea, please send me your idea. Please send me anything that can make this program better for you or for somebody else or for me. Send me the idea. All right. My call to action, as I said earlier, I would be evaluating. Yeah, Santos, we just entered the new year. We're already going into the month of February, and I believe that you should be, hey, where's the best place to be analyzing? In the beginning, as you're building foundation, right? The new year, check out what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. Analyze what you're doing. Is what you're doing going to keep you going? Will it keep you going through the hard times? Will it keep you going through the difficult times? What you're doing right now, will it help you if you fall on hard times? Thanks, Laura. Appreciate that. All right, my friends. 38, couple more minutes. Let me see who's here. Rich, Sapani, Unearth the Metals, Panzer, Jim, Yumoto. Let me get that. And there was Laura, Mark, Natalia. Nice to see you too, my friend. Hopefully you are doing very, very well. Just dropping in. Thank you for the Little Red Book, Jim West. All right. Okay. I'm going to wait just a few more minutes here, see if I get another question or two. If not, we will end the broadcast at, let me see, 39 minutes, 45 minutes to the hour. By step. Town, London to Saigon. I've been all around the world trying to protect your soul. Heroes tonight. You have to let your losses go. There's no way around it. You got to focus on what's ahead. Oh, worst gambling loss? Jeez. I've had many of them. I'll think about that. Maybe I'll bring it up on the next broadcast. All around the world trying to protect your soul. All right, we got about 2 minutes left on the countdown. And I will be back here, as I mentioned. We're going to be back here on, let me see, on Thursday. We will be back on Thursday as a trial. We might possibly go to, let me see. I believe I put this up there. Thursday. I may see you Thursday. 7 p.m. All right, 7 p.m. All right, we'll see how that goes. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. All right, my friends. It is Sunday evening and the program is over. But your life is just beginning, my friends. Monday. Remember, this is a new week, new energy. We're still in the new year, heading towards 2022. So it's going to be new hours, a new day, new energy, new experiences. And guess what, my friend? I've shared some new rituals with you. Time to take action. Soldier of Self-Mastery, your breakthrough coach out of Stockton, California, Santos Rolon Jr.